We had an ambitious idea about 6 months ago to see what would happen with the Cayenne if we took it to the very limits of what it could achieve. It started its journey at our headquarters in Reading and drove an entirely normal way over here with its occupants in complete comfort. When we looked at towing an Airbus A380, we also looked at, just incidentally, at what the world record was for pulling the heaviest object. It transpired it was 170 tons. Now the Airbus A380 ranges from 270 tons right up to 500 tons. So we thought it would be a good idea to ask Guinness World Records to come here and adjudicate and to see what we're doing.
It's like with any Guinness World Records, you never know what the outcome is going to be at the end of it. So every record we turn up to, we never know what's going to happen. The stipulations we've laid out are, it has to be a standard production model, not modified in any way. It has to be manufactured such that it's sold in at least 3 different countries, and at least 30 models have to be built of the same type. To be precise, it has to be pulled 100 feet, which makes it 30.48 meters.
We're going to attempt to pull the A380 out the hangar and across the tarmac with a completely standard Cayenne S. It's a 4.2 litre V8 diesel, 850 newton metres of torque, so it's a very powerful car. To tow an A380, we're going into the unknown. It's not like towing a trailer or a speedboat or anything like that. It was just going over the car, making sure everything was A1 as it should be.
It's just done it. We are over the moon. We are so proud of what the car's achieved, of what the engineers in Stuttgart have done in creating this car. That a standard production car can tow a 285-ton aircraft is extraordinary.
Yeah, for a fantastic achievement like that, for an aircraft pulled, by a production car, in terms of your Guinness World Records, you are officially amazing. Fantastic.
So we did it in not 1 but 2 cars, the Cayenne S diesel and the mighty Cayenne Turbo S. The car is absolutely fine and it'll be driven back to our headquarters in Reading, and it was phenomenal to see what the Cayenne can do when it's really tested.
This is the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee TrackHawk. This is the highly anticipated Jeep entry into the Hellcat Hall of Fame. The engine is almost exactly the same as the one powering the Challenger and the Charger Hellcat. One difference, the oil capacity is slightly greater, 8.3 versus 7 quarts. The transmission bolts up a Quadra-Track MP3015C single-speed transfer case that's capable of varying the front to rear torque, splitting from 60 to 40% in trailer towing mode to 30/70 in track mode. Other Jeep specific upgrades include the use of an electronic limited slip differential out back, sporting way shorter gearing than in the cars. The housing is redesigned relative to the one in the SR8, with revised ring and pinion tooth geometry and a new 4-point axle mounting scheme to better distribute the enormous forces attempting to twist its way from the chassis. The front brakes are the biggest in the Hellcat SRT Pantheon at 15.75 inches. Appearance-wise, Most of the SRT8 bits are unchanged, except where the fog lamps live in the SR8. You find air inlets in the TrackHawk. The driver's side one feeds cold air into the engine intake. The other serves as an oil cooler. On the standard 8.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen, which features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, are exclusive TrackHawk performance pages to monitor and record various performance parameters. The Jeep also offers a trailer hitch camera view that enables the driver to keep an eye on the trailer while driving. So how should the Grand Cherokee TrackHawk run? Well, Jeep's official estimates are 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, the quarter mile in 11.6 seconds at 116 miles per hour, with a top speed of 180 miles per hour. There's still no word on pricing, but applying the Charger's SRT to Hellcat Premium to the Jeep's SRT8 suggests an opening price of around $85,000. The car is expected to be at your dealership around spring of 2017 or late summer. Let's go ahead and summarize the spec right now. Again, a base price of about $85,000. Vehicle layout: this is a front engine, all-wheel drive, 5-passenger, 4-door SUV, 6.2 liter, 707 horsepower, and 645 pound-feet of torque. Supercharged 16-valve V8. Transmission is an 8-speed automatic transmission with a curve weight of 5,350 pounds. Wheelbase at 114.7 inches with a 0 to 60 speed in just 3.5 seconds. Now that's BMW, Mercedes, AMG's type of performance.
My name is Craig Stanton. We are here to break the speed record for an SUV. We're jamming now. 165.02. We got a pop-up on the intake somewhere. We just need to cool the car, and we'll go out and do it again.
Hey, we got a bigger problem. Pouring oil out the bottom.
The world's fastest SUV right now is at 211 miles an hour. That's extremely fast. Toyota thought, why don't we make a really ultra-powerful Land Cruiser, and let's just see how fast we can make it go. We're going to be challenged to make a Land Cruiser that will beat that speed.
We're trying to make it the opposite of what it's traditionally been, which is an off-road vehicle. The biggest problem is trying to get it down to the ground and getting it lowered. It's meant to have ground clearance.
We are doing a shakedown run to see if we can get enough speed there to be comfortable with the Land Speed Cruiser. So right now, we're just checking for vibration, temperatures, looking at the overall vehicle, making sure we don't have any leaks. It exceeded the speed that I wanted to go to. I said if we can get to 150 today, I'd be happy. We're at 163 and we're still at low boost. Next step, we take it back to the shop. We do a really extensive search and review of everything. We put the high-speed tires on it, and we're going to see what kind of speed we can attain at a track that has a little more straightaway.
Good morning. Welcome to Mojave Air and Spaceport. We're excited to have you out here. This is an active airport. You'll be crossing active runways and active taxiways.
We have a 2.5 mile long paved runway. We'll use about 1.5 miles of that for speed and a mile just to make sure we're safe for slowing down. We've got 2 drivers, Craig Stanton, our normal test driver, and we're expecting to see Carl Edwards show up here just momentarily. As of right now, we're pretty confident we'll get up to some decent speed today.
So something popped in the motor.
Okay.
I just lifted just a little bit and something popped like it did in Arizona.
I told him I woke up about literally at like 2 this morning. What am I doing? Paul just sent me a text like, hey, you want this? I was like, sure. I didn't ask a lot of questions.
It runs like a train.
So I think we could do just what we just did and go 10 miles an hour faster, but you're gonna be hard braking. I think you need another 1,000 feet to go that. The speed is.
But if we pump the boost up,
yeah, we just need more power.
I killed the rev ship, but other than that, we're good.
230. I saw the number.
Well, I'm Carl Edwards. I'm here at the Mojave Air and Spaceport. And we just did something pretty crazy. Drove an SUV over 230 miles per hour. But I'm telling you, at 225 miles per hour, the thing was wandering a little bit and trying to keep my foot in it. All I could think is Craig Stanton, who got it all warmed up today. He just said, no matter what, just keep your foot in it. And we got 230 miles per hour. So an awesome day. Today we got, I think it's an unofficial record, but safe to say that's the fastest SUV on the planet.
It's the fastest SUV I've ever driven. It's
Definitely.
crazy.
All this